Howard University is Kamala Harris's alma mater, an historically Black college and university. And the mood there turned pretty somber last night as the results started to trickle in. Joining me now is Glenn Miller. He's a PhD student in political science at Howard University, and he was there. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us this morning, Glenn. Before we get to your thoughts and feelings around the results, can you describe how the evening started for what was supposed to be a victory celebration?
Yes, thank you for having me. So I was at the watch party at Howard University last night. It was a party. We were excited. There was dancing, celebration, cheers. It was a very jovial atmosphere. Somewhere around 9:30, I would say, seeing many of the Republican-dominated states results coming in started sombering the mood. But it was really around 10:30, 11 that panic started setting in.
Panic.
Yes, we were not expecting such results. I had been saying among my friends for many months that the election would be closer than it had any right being, but we didn't expect this.
And she didn't come out. We understand that she will be speaking at some point today. What do you think about her saying that she needed some time to prepare to address her supporters and to the nation at large?
I can completely understand. I mean, I'm not a career politician, so I am not as experienced with this kind of rejection. But I would not be in a space to be able to address such a glaring referendum. So I completely understand. I was somewhat disappointed that we didn't see her, even thank you for your support in me. But I completely understand and do not hold it against her in any way.
How do you feel right now, knowing that so many Americans, I mean, Trump is on track to win the popular vote, something that he hasn't done in the last couple of elections. How does that leave you feeling about your fellow Americans, maybe your students, your family?
Oh boy. I am not feeling great right now. I've been having an anxiety adrenaline surge all night. It does not feel good. I was an adult when the 2016 election hit, and it feels worse than that. 2016 was helplessness and confusion. This, with everything from the court cases to January 6th to comments about Puerto Rico, and so much lately, none of those are disqualifying to the electorate, and that is shocking to me. Or it may not be shocking in a few days of reflection, but it's exhausting.
What was the main reason that you supported Kamala Harris? What was your number one issue?
Oh boy. So the number one issue that I had was civil rights related things. So everything from privacy rights and reproductive justice, gay and queer rights, trans rights, civil rights, race rights, education rights, climate justice, all that I consider among rights-based issues. Of course, the Supreme Court and federal courts are always in topic. But then I was also trying to make a clear stand against division, against neo-fascism, and I guess there weren't enough of us.
Glenn, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us this morning. Glenn Miller is a PhD student. He is in political science at Howard University, where Harris had set up a watch party. Again, we appreciate you taking the time. I know it's a rough morning for you.
Thank you so much for having me.